Hey guys, how's it going? Ozzy here, and I'm back again with another unboxing video. This is going to be a unboxing slash first impression video. This is the RETROID Pocket 4 Pro, and I want to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like, some of the games that you can play on it, some of the systems, the emulators, and stuff like that. So before we get started, I want to go ahead and let you know that I bought this with my own money. This is $199 on the RETROID website. They did not send me this. I have no affiliation, so my opinions are completely my own. But RETROID, if you're watching, I would love to work with you guys because I absolutely love this handheld so far. So check your inbox. All right, so just let's go ahead and take a look at the box around here. You do have a little sticker here sealing it. Very minimal, but you probably can't see it. There's little engravings on it. Maybe you might be able to see it right there, but they do have a few colors. I did get the watermelon, so as you'll see here in a few seconds. Really quick reminder, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe, as it helps me out with all the algorithm stuff. All right, let's get to it. Now, another quick disclaimer, I have already opened it and I have already been messing with the device itself, so just a little quick disclaimer for you guys. So it does come with a little foam padding here. I did pre-order the device, so they did I got $4 off, and I got a screen protector, tempered glass, I believe. That's the device itself. You do get a user manual, but it's 2 pages, nothing crazy. And you do get a charging cable, USB-A to USB-C, and it does have a little RETROID Pocket branding on it, so that's pretty cool. Just a little bit of branding. Show you guys what you've been waiting for, or what you clicked on this video to see. The RETROID Pocket 4 Pro in the watermelon color. Check it out. Pretty cool if you ask me. Quick little look around the system. It is see-through watermelon, but it isn't completely see-through. Reminds me a lot of the old gadgets that we used to get back in the day. Kind of like this Mio Mini Plus. See-through, but it isn't completely. This is the purple, obviously, but there you go. And before we take a look at some of the buttons and layouts and stuff, let's go ahead and go through the specs of the device. So as I put the device right here, I'll put the specs right here on the right hand side. The processor is a Dimensity 1100. The CPU is 8 cores or dual core. I'm not sure how you say that. I'm a Retro Pocket noob, but 4 is going to be at A78 at 2.6 gigahertz, and the other 4 is an A55 at 2.0 gigahertz. The GPU is a G77 MC9 at 836 megahertz. The RAM is 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X RAM. So this thing is going to be able to take on a lot of systems at once. Storage is 128 gigabytes of internal storage, but it's also expandable via memory card. So right now I have a 64 gigabyte memory card, but I will be upgrading very soon. The screen is a 4.7 inch 750 by 1334 IPS touchscreen, so it's going to be outputting at 750p. Not a full 1080, but screen this size, I don't think you need it that much. The display port is a 1080p over Type-C, so the charging port also doubles as a display port as it outputs at 1080p, and you do have a dedicated HDMI out display port that outputs at 720p. This has Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, a 5000 milliamp hour battery, active cooling, so it does have a little fan and it does get a little loud, but it is what it is. It does have fast charging. I don't know the numbers on it, but it does have it. And there's the size on it, and the weight is 261 grams. So that's the stats on that one right there. The Pro version, I'm not sure if the regular version comes in these colors, but I know the Pro version and maybe the regular 4 as well, but they do come in 6 different colors. Obviously this one is the watermelon, but they have the crystal, ice blue, watermelon like this one is, 16-bit, 16-bit US, and the all black version. So those are a couple of specs right there on the LP4 Pro, and I guess the base model as well. Some of it are pretty the same. The Pro version, obviously a better processor, a better CPU, a better GPU, and more RAM. And I think you can do 1080p over the Type-C button on the bottom. So really quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the device here. And I don't know if you can see it, but maybe right there you can see it. The L2, L1, R2, R1 have like this little texture to it. You don't really feel it too much when you're holding it, but it is a nice touch to have it there. So you have L2, L1, you have the HDMI out display, so it is at 720p. You do have the exhaust fan right here, the exhaust, volume rocker, volume down and up, power button, and R1 and L2. I'm sorry, R1 and R2. Nothing on the sides. On the bottom, you do have the micro SD card slot cover on it. It is a hard plastic. So as you take it out, you do see the micro SD card slot right there. Let's go ahead and put that back on. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, the Type-C charging that also doubles as a 1080p display port, and your dual down firing speakers, one right there and one right there. And from my experience, it does get pretty loud, and it's not that bad that it's down firing, because if you hold it like this, it creates a little sound chamber right there on your hands. But so nothing there. Let's look on the back really quick. You do have 4 screws. I'm not sure the type of screws, but you do have your 4 screws there. RETROID POCKET logoing right here engraved into the plastic, and your intake fan cutouts with the intake fan right there if you can see it. So now next, let's go ahead and try out the buttons to see how they feel and how they sound. So starting off with the I'm gonna be quiet and start pressing buttons so you can hear it. So as you can hear, the L1 and R1 are very, very clicky, and the R2 and L2 are analog, kind of spongy a little bit, but you do get a little bit of sound. But they are analog, which is good, because one of the systems I really want to play on there, and I have been playing, is Gamecube. So I'm a fan of these buttons up here. I think they're really nice feeling. Next, let's take a look at the D-pad right here. D-pad is going to be, if my camera can focus, very clicky as well. I love that. I'm not sure who, if you prefer it to be a little bit more spongy and a little bit more quiet, but I actually love the clickiness of this D-pad. So take a listen. Oh, as I move my mic, sorry about that, but I try to get it closer to that microphone right there. And if you hear some noise in the background, they're cutting my grass, so I do apologize in advance. All right, so then we have the left stick. The left and right sticks are going to be Hall Effect, or however you say it, Hall Effect or whatever joysticks. These joysticks are going to be less likely to get stick drift, as these are Hall Effect or Hall sensing joysticks. You do have the D-pad, the left stick right here. You do have the home button. Let's see if I can get it to focus here for a second. You have the home button and back button. As you look over here, you do have the A, B, Y, and X buttons. Let's hear them out really quick. the right joystick right here, and you do have start and select right here. I don't think there's any more on the outer shell. So that's a look at the buttons and how they sound one more time. These are actually pretty quiet. All right, so that's what the buttons sound like. They actually feel really, really solid, I gotta tell you. And so far, this device feels very, very solid. You don't hear any crackling or any plastics moving around. It feels really, really well built compared to the RETROID Pocket 2 Plus that I have, which sometimes would creak. Digital buttons, just the D-pad didn't feel as good. The buttons didn't feel as good. I liked this device. I love this device. So just a little comparison right there. All right, so let's go ahead and compare sizes. So that is a comparison to the RETROID Pocket 2 Plus with the touchscreen. Good for older games because of the aspect ratio and the screen, but struggled to play some of the more demanding games and systems. So that's a size comparison with that one. Let's go ahead and try the Mio Mini. Size comparison with the Mio Mini right there. Obviously, Mio Mini Plus is a lot smaller, maybe a little bit thinner, actually a little bit more beefier down the bottom, but there you go. And for another reference point, let me just put my iPhone 14 Pro, the regular Pro version, not the Max. And as you can see, the screen is almost as big as the entire iPhone. So, but ironically, you get a bigger screen on the iPhone. So there you go. That's a little size comparison right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you got inside, and go ahead and turn on the device so you stop seeing my ugly face in the reflection. RETROID Pocket 4. Yeah, I think I should have said Pro there, but that's just me. Now again, I have had this device for about a week now. I've been loading different kind of emulators and my ROMs that I have. So when I start showcasing the games that I have and the systems that you can play, there's going to be some systems that I won't be able to display because I haven't, set it up yet. Let me go ahead and move this light out of the way a little bit so that it's not reflecting on the screen as much. But there's going to be some systems like PS2, 3DS. What else haven't I set up? I think I haven't set up Wii and a couple systems like that I won't be able to show you guys because I haven't set it up yet. So if you are looking for a showcase, or if you want me to go ahead and cover those systems, comment below what system you want to see me cover. I think this can play everything up to PS2 and even some Switch games. So I haven't set that one up either. So but everything up to PS2 pretty damn good. All right, so let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to do a video on that. All right, so initially what you're greeted is this Retro Pocket 4 wallpaper, and for setup it was really, really easy. It tells you to sign into the Wi-Fi. It asks you what emulators you want preloaded on there and stuff like that. It took a couple of minutes. Did not ask you to sign into Google Play, or at least I didn't see it, but signing into Google Play is completely optional. But if you want to download off the Play Store, or if you want to download Android games like this thing can do, this is an Android based system. This comes I forgot to mention this comes preloaded with Android 13. The Pro does. The regular 4 base model comes with Android 11. And you don't have to sign in, but if you want to download Android games, then yeah, of course you got to sign in. So let's take a quick look here. Settings, File, Chrome, Gallery, Clock, and Play Store. And I did have a couple things set up here, like the emulators that I downloaded Steam Link and Game Pass and stuff like that. So RetroArch comes already preloaded, I believe, or maybe you have to select it as one of the things you want loaded. And let's go ahead and take a look at RetroArch really quick, or RetroArch, how do you guys say it? And I went ahead and set up a couple of emulators on here that I'll be showcasing in just a minute. But I went ahead and set up the interface here. I picked the XMB or whatever, the old PlayStation 3 lookalike, as it's a lot cleaner than the stock one. And I set up a couple of systems already. So I have Game Boy Advance, I got Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and SNES. I'm sorry, a Nintendo 64, which I actually use on the dedicated emulator. Haven't used it on here yet. NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis. So I will be showcasing a few of those in just a second. I just wanted to show you guys RetroArch, and once you set it up, it is super useful, and it's kind of a Swiss Army knife of emulators. I'm fairly new to this side of emulating. My first one was the RETROID Pocket 2 Plus, and I kind of dabbled in it, but I really didn't educate myself further into the world of RetroArch, or RetroArch, however you want to say it. So I'm going to go ahead and start showcasing some of the systems that it can do, and we're going to go back here, and I'm going to finish with my conclusion about this little system right here, this mighty but powerful little RetroIrd emulator. All right, so let's get into the showcasing of the systems. Enjoy.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Alright guys, and as you saw in that video game display there, it can handle a pretty good amount of systems and it does it pretty damn good. The ones that surprised me were the Gamecube and some of the N64 games as well, even though some of the devices I've been able to run N64 pretty decently. I just was surprised at how good it can run it, and especially Gamecube. You can run some Gamecube games, DS, even PS2, even though I don't have that available to showcase just yet. But so far I am absolutely loving this device. I tend to pick it up every day since I've had it, start chipping away at A Link to the Past and Blitz. I've been playing a ton of Blitz on the N64 and some of the GameCube games as well, and I'm really enjoying the upscaling factor that you can do on some of these emulators. So something like let me go ahead and let me go ahead and bring it up. But this is N64. No, let me see if I can see off screen, but something like Mario Kart upscaled, Luigi's Mansion upscaled, Wind Waker, something like that. So you'll be able to play it even better than on the original hardware, even though I do own the original hardware. So you can play it even better and on the go and super upscaled. So far I'm rambling, sorry about that, but so far I really like this device. And for $199 here in the US, to me, you're getting a big bang for your buck. And I would suggest that if you're getting into emulators or the retro handheld systems, and you don't have the $300, $400, $500 to spend on the Iron or Eon, the Odin, whatever it's called, the Odin. I don't have that one, but I heard it's really good. The Odin 2 or the Steam Deck or some of the more pricier ones, and you want to go a little bit more mid-range. This is what this is, a mid-range handheld. Then this one is the one to go. I would go ahead and purchase this one if you want to do mid-range. So that's my thoughts on it as well. I'll try to see if I can do dedicated videos for each emulator that I didn't cover, or if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. Also, if you got regular questions, any overall questions about this device, comments, I'll try my best to answer it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right guys, peace.